Ladies and gentlemen, I need like an intro song. I need to start playing. I need to get some like hype music. I need a hype man come in to like hype me up because I know this is starting to drag a little bit. I can tell by some of our performances. I can tell by the number of people who are doing this day to day kind of slipping. We're still in April, boys and girls. We don't know exactly what this is going to look like at the end, but you need to make sure you're keeping up with what you need to be keeping up with. So, second part of that story is, this is day 4 of solving equations with radicals. So, if you think things are starting to get a little fast and you've missed a couple of these, you can always go back and watch the videos. There's nothing that says you can't go back and look at something. You forget, hey, multiplying, dividing, adding, subtracting, something is confusing you. Go back and watch a video. Because one of the hard things about this, I'm not getting feedback when I'm looking at you guys. So if there's something that you're stuck on when you're looking, it's probably caught in another video. Go back and look again. And then the other thing, and I've said this in emails, I've said this to you before, write things down. Take some notes when you're doing this. It'll help you. It really will. All right. Here we go. Day 4. Keeping with the same principles here. Inverse operations, opposites. So, when I take a look at a problem like number 1, I notice that my subtraction is inside my radical. Changes things around a little bit. Now, I can't just take a -3. I can't just add 3. That's inside the radical. Inside the radical is a special place. I got to get it out of the radical first. So, when things are inside the radical, we've got to square them to get them out of the radical. Now, just like the last 3 days, when I had square root of x and I squared it, it came out to be just x. If you're confused a little bit on that point, go back and watch some of those other videos, like I just said. But this right here is simply going to be x minus 3. They're inverses. Square root and squared. They're inverses. We don't say that C word, but they take care of each other there. That's just x minus 3. Over here, I square 7. Video yesterday talked about squaring negatives and how it gives you extraneous solutions. Not an issue today. Finish the problem. X minus 3 is 49. Heck, add 3 to both sides, and I get 52. You don't believe me? You don't think it's going to work? Let's plug it back in and check it out. Square root of 52 minus 3 equals 7. Well, 52 minus 3 is 49. The square root of 49 is 7. 7 is 7. Answer's good. I'm not going to check all of them today. Just want to make sure you believe me when I tell you something. Here we go. Number 2. Again, I've got a square root over the entire thing. When the square root's got to be dealt with, we square both sides of the equation. Square root and square, those are inverses. They undo each other. So now I get just plain old 2x on this side. 6 squared is 36 on this side. To solve the equation, divide by 2. And I get x equals 18. Bing, bang, boom. There you go. Number 3. Again, the square root is the entire part. So I need to do the opposite of square root, which is squared. Square both sides of the equation. These are inverses. I have just plain x minus 8 left. 9 squared, 81. Subtract 8 from both sides. X is 81 minus 8. Got a calculator? 73? Yeah, that's right. Good. So, plug it in. Bing, bang, boom. I'm good to go. Number 4. Square root on both sides. My inverse operation is to square both sides of the equation. Square and square root are inverse operations. They undo each other, just like adding and subtracting, just like multiplying and dividing. So right here, I get 3x right here, I get 144, because that's 12 squared. I'm a math teacher, I know that stuff real fast. Divide by 3 on both sides. X is 48? 48? Double check me with the calculator on that one. I don't have a calculator real handy because, well, it's on my phone and my phone's recording all of this. So double check my math there. I did it real fast in my head. And, you know, every once in a while you guys have witnessed me make a mistake or two. So other than that, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, stay safe. Make sure you are taking care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally. I know it's hard to stay inside and keep doing the things you need to be doing, especially as the weather gets nicer here. But keep up with your things and your stuff and your school. And again, can't wait to see you guys again. Take care.